3, 2, 1, go. Let's put it back. Let's put it back down. Figure it out. Whew. Let's get it moving. Let's see. After this, we start up Farewell, which is going to be quite the experience. Oh. I can't compete with 966 games. Yeah, no. That's just because freaking... I mean, when one good game beats out... I mean, that is a question. Would you rather have one good game or 100 bad games? Or, let's just call them average games. Let's not even call them bad. Just 100 average games. Because I will say this. I definitely would rather have, like, a Mario Odyssey than the entire treasure trove of shovelware. Definitely would rather have one Mario Odyssey, you know? One Breath of the Wild. One Rogue Legacy 2. Alright. So if that's 6 games that, like, you know... Oh, my gosh. We're doing the retire strat right now. We're checking this one out. Because, yeah, if you know those 6 games you bought are all games... Alright, just a sec. Bookish is very bad. I have no reason to believe Bookish is good because it increases mana, not damage output, and it decreases strength, so it reduces damage output effectively, and it also makes you easier to get hit. Alright, we're another wind wall. Let's see, 4 SAO games, Burnout Paradise, and Dragon Ball Kakarot. Dude, Burnout Paradise. I still remember, the first Burnout game I got was Burnout 3 Takedown, and my god, just like the... Good game series as well. Loved it. Dude, yeah, Burnout 3 Takedown, that was my first introduction to the series. I'm like, why do we even play other racing games? Like, it was just... Oh. It was just so good. We're actually taking the apple for safety because I'm just not in the mood right now. This is literally the same character as last time, except I lost the dice. Which, that character didn't bode well. So this character ain't boding well. Can't air dash, so I couldn't do that room properly. God. I'm okay taking damage there, I just didn't want to fall. That was a series of unfortunate events there. Oof. Not having air dash is just so debilitating. And this was just a chest. Okay, leather weapon made it worth, but still. Well, I'm really glad I got health with that apple, but I'm also not very disappointed at myself for needing health with that apple. Can't believe we are taking this much damage. I just need that heirloom ASAP. Yeah, we're still going down. We're going down. I don't even care. Found Lamech. If we find the far right entrance, that's cool. We can at least have that in our inventory. Nope. Well, there it is, actually. We just found it. Found book. Still haven't found dash. There's the bottom. We're even left. Oh my gosh. I see a lot of comments from you, Sweet Cute. I can't focus on them. I'm at 35 health and still haven't found air dash. I realized afterwards that that's like, wait, I took damage there, didn't I? We're just returning to main menu and we're teleporting to Lamech's room. We are now exploring the entire castle just to find air dash. God, and no, I'm not picking up book. No, I am not picking up book. I don't even care. We will die first, and we'll just cement this run as dead. Then we will pick up book before we pick up air dash. Problem is, we have to keep going right, so we know there's a bunch of additional rooms we have to face along the way. Just gotta be extra careful, which means extra slow. I say as I get in that situation, but yeah. The entirety of the castle was just explored. The entirety of the castle. The very last room of the castle was where this was. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thanks. Oh. Today is not a good day for me. Today is not a good day for me. We're just gonna say that because this is unacceptable. Whew. How you doing, Glorious? Been doing good. I've had the face cam for like a few weeks now. It's been feeling good. It's been feeling good. It's just today is not feeling good. Today we have been doing pretty poor on our runs, so bit of an issue. But yeah, glad to see you again, Glorious. How have you been doing? How have you been doing? Okay. I've been doing good, generally speaking. As you can see, channel grown great. Oof. But yeah, just been a while. Alright. I've been good, man. Thanks. Glad to hear. Glad to hear it. Oh. There we are. So, it's kind of funny because with the wind wall, we don't really do this fight really fast, but we do it so safely. Glad to know I'm not the only person who jerks around their seat while playing this. Yep. I jerk around my seat while playing every game, I swear. Got myself a little deeper in the corner than I expected. Oh well. Given that we've learned how to just kind of attack while those spells are going off, it's kind of Wind Wall really isn't very important against Lamech here. It helps you move faster. It helps me move more precise because I know when I do the move to the left and right and all that stuff. That's at least my understanding. Anyways, we just had this life. We had to go through the entirety of Citadel Agartha to find the Dash Heirloom. It was up into... It just... Alright. Oof. I did a sleepover at my... Okay, I need to... Apparently I need to focus on kicking these properly, but... I did a sleepover at my, friend's every... Sorry, I'm just gonna wait till I actually get to the heirloom so I can read that. Because I realized I didn't read that at all. My apologies. But we were talking about Burnout 3 Takedown at the time, so... Yeah. Alright, and now that we got all those conversations, I actually have to move the timer to read it. And we can back then, and we would always play Burnout 3 Takedown. We managed to unlock everything, which was a huge achievement for us. Yeah, there's a lot in that game. All the destroyer versions of each each type of car, like sports and compact and all that stuff. I actually love how they have like a racing game with just like minivans. Like that's what it felt like, at least compared to every other car. I remember I didn't realize there were still some missions left in that area, and I went over to my future missions. I had to go back. I'm just like, man, everything's going so slow. Just turning these corners like a freaking my mother's vehicle, sort of like, oh my gosh, can we make it to the speed limit? Just really fun, stupid stuff. But yeah, Burnout 3 Takedown was absolutely amazing. No Burnout 3 Takedown remake, unfortunately, though. Yep. Not yet. Not yet. Alright. Well, that 2 minutes of plus, I think, was solely from the castle generation. Solely from castle generation. Oof. There we are. Alright. We're going to only be doing 3 runs today, even if we have the time for a 4th, because it's become clear that I am not in the mindset to be running this game with those kind of stupid things occurring all the time. As much as they do, at least today. Alright. Yeah, the Burnout series... What was it? Burnout Hot Pursuit was one that I got after that. And it was a very different game, but was still good. Or was it... I'm thinking Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. My apologies. But there's one where you could, like, be a police car or the racer. I feel like Burnout released one of those as well, but there was one of those was just like super good. I just loved how the final mission, like, basically it shows the racetrack across this island that all the racetracks just have different routes around it, and the very final race was literally around the entire island, like several tracks kind of tied into one sort of theme. This is getting out of hand. Me taking these hits the way I am is getting out of hand. This is unacceptable. Oof. Alright, we don't survive a single hit, so we're going with book protection strat, because at this point, I don't even care. We did the entirety of the Kerguelen Plateau. I played Hot Pursuit as well before. Yeah, it was... I recognize it wasn't as good as Burnout 3 Takedown, but it was still a good game. I've never played I never played Paradise, so I'll give that one a try. And, yep. Riviera was my favorite map over in Burnout 3. I gotta go check out which one that was. Oh, the Italian one? Alright, I remember it as one entire experience. I don't remember, like... I remember there were, like, missions where you, like, crashed. You had, like, a big rib filled with explosives, and you just tried to deal as much damage as you could. Like, those ones were also great. So, I don't remember everything about Need for Speed or Burnout 3 Takedown. I just remember my dad always loved the Need for Speed games, and that one was just better than all of the Need for Speed games combined in my mind. There was also this other game on the PlayStation 3, I think it was, called Split Second that I played. And that game, like, it had all the potential. Like, it had the potential to be a favorite game for me, but it just lacked enough tracks. Like, there were like 6 tracks in total or something like that. And, you know, that's just not enough. That's just not enough. So, but Split Second, like, so the concept of Split Second is that you're a stunt, like, you're all stunt drivers sort of thing. And instead of building up, what's it called? Instead of building up nitrous to, like, boost forward and stuff, the idea was you built up like stage presence, and once it got high enough, you were allowed to trigger off, like, the explosions and all the, like, different cool effects that happen in movies when there's, like, destruction around you. And so you had to, like, strategize, like, seeing the person ahead of you and trying to, like, trigger the car next to them to explode, or this, like, swinging anvil to like go off just in time so that they'll run into it and stuff like that. It just had a lot of cool strategy along the way, and just it felt really good to pull off, to force the opponent to just run into it, to time it just right so they could not escape. And then they had, like, yeah, never heard of the game, not surprised. As I said, it only had 6 tracks, so it probably wasn't very popular. And yeah, it did not have enough, like, variety to make up for its long game time. But my gosh, what little game time it had was awesome. One of my favorites is that if you got if you maxed out your meter, you would be able to get, like, a special event, like the big event that, like, it changes the way the map works. So, like, one caused a building, like, if you got your meter maxed out, there's a certain place where you can cause a building to fall, and it, like, what happens is the rest of the entire stage changes. So now you're driving through that building instead of through a different area. And it just, like, through that, I guess some of the stages are technically 2 stages in one, but they feel, because you can't start with the building down, and you could always get the building up if you wanted, it just never felt that way. So it was a cool idea, but there was just more work they needed to do on that game. There was just, like, the concept was amazing. If there was a Split Second 2, I would buy it the moment I hear 12 tracks or something like that. The moment I hear it has enough races that could be worth its price tag, I'd be down to play Split Second 2. But the initial Split Second just did not have enough content. It was well polished. But in a racing game, longevity also depends on the quality of tracks. And its tracks were not something like F-Zero style amazing. They weren't. The quality of the tracks just were not high enough. The concept was fantastic, but the quality of its tracks did not justify leaving it at only 6. And I feel like there's a similar thing with Kirby Air Ride where, gosh, have you guys played Kirby Air Ride? Because that game is something else. Reviews say best arcade, best racing game, etc., but everyone is crying for a sequel. Yep. The game, it was amazing, but just did not have enough content. Just did not have enough content. Oof. Wait. Alright, I'm waiting. I'm assuming you're about to come to a realization. Publisher, Disney. I did not realize that. The publisher of Split Second was Disney. Well, I can't wait to tell the next for Kingdom Hearts 4 where they go through the Split Second world. Like, that's gonna be great. Oh my gosh. The fact that there's now like a full-fledged, thorough racing game that can appear in Kingdom Hearts is just a beautiful theme. But yeah, that explains the quality. That explains the quality. Because it was just... Like I said, the problem was that it was just too short. There wasn't enough. Which, I mean, if the thing that people... The bad part of your game is that it wasn't enough. Like, you made a good game, alright? You should be proud of yourself. You hung your hat up too early, but you should still be proud of yourself. But if Disney was behind it and people loved the gameplay, why didn't they press a sequel already? I mean, I think the thing is, it's because it's Disney. It's like... I hate to tell you this, but racing games equivalently are... I think they're, like, considered a niche genre in the grand scheme of things. Like... Not everyone likes racing games. Well, not, like, serious racing games. Not, non-Mario Kart racing games, you know? So, I think that's legitimately what's going on there. It's not Mario Kart, so... Oof. I just want to find a Lily before I, go get to Far Shores, in case you're wondering what I'm doing right now. Yep. They could even put up DLC and people would buy it, and then you just realized, oh, Disney, not EA. Alright, so we're doing the off-screen. Alright. See in a bit, so we could... Wait, and there we go. Alright. But yeah, no, if they could somehow add DLC to Split Second, I'd be down. The game was really good. The destruction physics were really well done. They made heavyweight vehicles worth of the while. Like, in like a competitive racing game that wasn't... It was just like, it was far enough from Mario Kart that you could never think it was Mario Kart, but close enough to Mario Kart that you had that kind of enthusiastic fun that Mario Kart leverages. It was amazing. I had a wind wall. Didn't need to jump at all. Alright, wind wall probably helped me in this room. Exhibit A. Awesome. Oh. Jerk. Oof. Oh. That's good to know that's a backup I could use. Alright. Oh, right, because I picked up the book. That's how I got back into minus territory. Alright. But that means I have no book, which means the last splits are going to be really terrifying. Ugh. The Kerguelen Plateau wasn't bad. It wasn't good, though. So, it was Kerguelen Plateau. Alright. Let's see if I can get Gone Heads before I die. Yes, in case you haven't noticed, you can dash through those even without Void. It's a glitch, but it's a good glitch. You have an apple here. We have another apple here. That's some good stuff. Three apples. That is actually really appreciated. Found gone hits. Let's see how we do. We're just killing whichever one's in front of us. I was doing that just to protect myself, but then it just, like, that whole walling effect. Which wasn't even good because I'm not prepared for it. Oh. Well, my face itches, but this is not a fight where I can itch my face. Ooh, they're cornered. Nah, and they both left. Come on, get back together. Thank you. One's dead. There we go. Alright. I didn't know if I hit it or not, so I wanted to be careful, count my times. Alright. So we still have Void, Murmur, Nama, and Enoch. Okay. So if we could get Void, find Enoch's room. So yeah, we're just going to keep going up until we find Enoch, and then we head right until we find the other room. I just realized we have books, so if we... Well, actually, because the only room left is the room that gets us in there. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness for shield bash. Oof. Weird rooms. Weird rooms. We're not using those apples at all, I don't think. I'm not going back here is the reason I'm grabbing that, even though I'm only using that to face Murmur, basically. Alright. Could be anywhere, so we're checking everywhere. Still, there it goes. Did we just have to go through all of the Stygian study as well? If we had to go through all of the Stygian study, I'm going to check that, because if that's the case, then this was just the unluckiest map. Like, well, as I said, the Kerguelen Plateau could have been worse, but I had to go through all of Citadel Argartha, and if I had to go through all of Stygian study without being a net positive from the Kerguelen Plateau, Oh my gosh. Let's not die in this heirloom that doesn't have a teleport. And that Yorb probably could have killed me. I thought for certain I just went into there. I didn't even bother looking. Ugh. But yeah, when this plus time is not... I mean, we're making some bad moves. I'm not going to deny that. But we've been having leverage. Like, our health isn't what's killing us. Kraken Style rated! Yo! Thanks so much, Kraken Style! Thanks so much, man! We've been having... So, this might be the last speedrun today. But yeah, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Alright. So this is probably the last speedrun, and then we're moving on to Celeste. But, it looks like we got pretty bad map generations. Okay, now that I see that there's paths to the right and stuff, it's not as bad of a generation for this area. But, like... The initial area, we had to go through the entirety of Citadel Agartha, which is kind of sad. Alright. I just realized some of you guys don't know what the speedrun is. It's for Rogue Legacy 2. It's a game that's still in beta, but I've been trying to perfect it so that we're ready once the game actually comes out. Really quick warning, bright flashing. If I'm about to hit some red orbs. We noted it is a glitch. Bam, out, flashing. But yeah, every time I destroy those red orbs by bashing through them, or by using this shield to break through them, to like wall them off, it causes that big bright flashing light. So, and it's about to do it a lot because the thing needs to get nerfed anyways, because as you can see by the spell, I can basically make sure none of the attacks ever hit me. But it's going to cause a lot of bright flashing, so... If you have a problem with that, be warned. I'll tell you when you can look back, because this fight is not much of a fight. Alright. That part's over. That part's over. Oh gosh, we have Enoch and Nama that we have to face. You know what? I have Windwall. I'm going to just face Nama now. I'm just going to face Nama now. Not going to level up first. Going to just... Usually what you do is to level up in this game, you have to kill off your hero. So I usually optimize when my character dies. And that was supposed to be the optimization. After you beat that boss, you just retire your hero. And you're good. But I just realized we picked up the book earlier, which is usually a healing, so that we could face this boss and then the next. But because I took that, I just need to face one of them now, because I'm not going to have healing in between them. So this wind wall, in case you're wondering, this spell is getting nerfed, because it's just... Its utility is too much. Basically, any projectile it can deflect, and against bosses and stuff, it still deals some damage, so it's even useful against them. Even though it's not much damage, no, but it is damage. And sometimes just more damage is what you need. But yeah, the reason I chose this boss instead of the other is this boss attacks almost solely through projectiles. It moves around the stage, kind of causing you to platform a bit, but like platform is not an issue for me, and it's just makes... Okay, well that's the one hit we're gonna take, because I refuse to take any more hits with second... We haven't even gone through second phase. That's really sad that we had that occur when we are not even in second phase. Alright. Come on up. We'll just use a shield bash. Because yeah, between shield bash and this wind wall, Nama shouldn't be able to hit me at all. So the fact that I got hit is really disappointing on my part. Whew. But anyways, how's it going, Kraken Style? And how's it going, all Kraken Style's viewers? I hope you guys are having a great day. Oof. Yeah, after this, I'm heading over to play some Celeste. And I have not beaten the level Farewell. We will be beginning that today. I just finished all the seasides, so we'll be doing that next part later. Woo. Come on. There we are. We're just gonna wall that off. Hey, Suicune, how's it going, man? Glad to have you back. We're just fighting Nama. And we chose to fight Nama early because I realized we used our book, so we're not going to have healing later on. So I decided I'll fight Nama now with this life and go kill Enoch with the next. So yeah, these red orbs, if I attack while inside the red orbs, they'll shoot an attack at me. So it's just better if I shut them off before I attack, which you shut them off by going up and... yeah. Alright, well, I took a hit. Luckily, I could take those hits because I took very little damage in this fight, which I was able to leverage because of Wood Wall. Alright. Made some nice iced tea earlier. Sugar-free, of course. Nice. Keeping yourself healthy. Alright. And we already, as you may have noticed, we're not on the first life anyways, so we're just going to retire our hero now. There we are. So now we're going to build up a big, scary barbarian, and that barbarian's going to wreck Enoch's face. That's the plan. So let's build up that barbarian. First, let's figure out the base. Fungal spread, fireball. Yeah, we want fireball as our base. The other traits really did not matter. Nothing significant. Gosh, 9,000 gold about. Alright, here's our barbarian. And we get big axe because barbarians love strength over intelligence. That will be changing in the next patch, though. That will be changing in the next patch. They'll like them both. They'll love them both equally then. Oh, accidentally triggered that. That's okay. Let's see. Do I have enough? Equip weight 40 plus 8 strength. I'm not sure you could get any more damage output than that. Crescent weapon. Plus 9 strength. That's a plus 17 to my base strength stat. So that's over doubling it from my base character. Which, just so you know, plus 6 is what you're aiming for. I just got plus 17. I don't even care about that penalty traits. Wait, what trait does he have that he's just a black blur? I feel like that's a glitch. Associative Agnostica? I don't think he had that. Yeah, no, this is a glitch. My character should not be a black orb like that. $104 in a single attack. Yeah, that's damage. There we are, already split. Which split is when you get to the halfway mark, they change phases, and for a little while they take 10% damage instead of full. Whew. All right, just finishing off. Come on, Enoch. You don't have much health left. Surely you're ready to die. Thank you. It's just the fireball. Just need to add the fire. Hit like a truck? Yep, that's what Crescent Weapon does. Anyways, I gotta figure out what's causing this glitch, because this black box of a character, that's not part of the game. Instinctually, at least. Like, as designed. Alright. Pretty good, very good potion variants. Alright, time to wreck this thing's face in. Yep. We're gonna definitely getting more confident with the potion attack, which is allowing us to really... Yeah, no, I have Dyspraxia as my trait. I think that's my only trait. I will pause and check real fast just to confirm, because I do want to see, like... I do want to see what's causing that, if there is a trait, just to confirm. And then I will... Just Apraxia. Just Apraxia. Alright. So we finished the run. And it was a 35:53. That's a good time. That's a good time.